This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, if they go, they're taking us with them. Earnest efforts are made to save the bees. Positive results ahead. The show must go on despite late cancellations at the Dunedin Fringe Festival. And after a public meeting about critical safety issues about State Highway 6, relief is granted to some concerned citizens after a public meeting. Kia ora, good evening and welcome to The South Today. I'm Craig Story. Beware the Ides of March. New Zealand's bee population is growing according to a recent nationwide Ministry for Primary Industries survey. And the Southland Bee Society is keen to see the trend continue. Here's a buzzy wee story with Ruby Spink.
Bees. Around the world, their numbers are decreasing. Hi, I'm Ruby Spink in Invercargill, which is one of the centres around the country where the honeybee population is growing. The Southland Bee Society's noticed a growing trend of people keeping their own hives, with the club recently growing to over 100 active members. Chairman Murray Christensen says bees are hugely important to the environment.
I speak to people all the time that say there's absolutely no bees on our pastures, there's absolutely no bees on my fruit trees and that sort of thing, and pollination does suffer, and trees don't yield as much fruit as what they would if with bees present. In pastures, over a period of time, I would believe that you would see a decline in clover.
The Ministry for Primary Industries has released survey results showing bee colony losses in New Zealand over last winter were only 9.8%, down from 10.7% for the previous year, and lower than the 12% loss experienced in the Northern Hemisphere. The results also show colony collapse, queen problems and wasps are the top 3 causes of winter colony loss. AgCalm Chief Executive Mark Ross says the survey is critical not only because it informs us on the current bee health, but because it allows us to make better choices to protect our current bee populations. Christensen says if you don't keep bees, you can still act to protect and help colonies.
In the home garden, in the backyard and on the farms, there are chemicals that are less harmful to bees than others, and for the sake of a little bit of education and a little bit of research prior to making a decision as to what, say, pesticides or weed sprays and that sort of thing.
MPI says it surveys the beekeeping community so it can respond to the new diseases and parasites. I'm Ruby Spink for The South Today.
A man is to face driving charges following a single vehicle crash near Queenstown yesterday. A 28-year-old Chinese national has been charged with careless driving causing injury after a crash on the Glenorchy-Rootburn Road yesterday. Emergency services were called at 6:20 p.m. after the 28-year-old lost control of his vehicle, hit a bank on the left-hand side of the road before striking a tree. One passenger was taken to Lake District Hospital by helicopter with a suspected broken cheekbone. The driver and second passenger were taken by ambulance to hospital with head abrasions. Dunedin Fringe Festival is struggling to sell tickets to some gigs and turning patrons away from others. With the annual event now at its halfway point, 4 local and international acts have very sadly cancelled. Roselle LeBone caught up with festival director Josh Thomas to find out more.
Empty seats at the Festival Club on Princes Street waiting to be filled tonight. Fringe Festival director Josh Thomas is hoping all will be sold for the remaining shows in this year's event.
There's been some sellouts this year and lots of good sized audiences, so we're really happy with overall how things are going. We just want to make sure that every show is well supported.
But if you purchased tickets to Tat from Tit, Fish Saw, Maya and Torakiti, or riding in cars with mostly straight boys, you'll find yourself out of luck. Cancellation for these shows was announced on the Fringe Festival website, with ticket holders promised a full refund. Thomas says there's a range of reasons for the cancellations.
Take artist registrations in October, September the year prior, so that's quite a big gap before shows actually happen. So things change in people's lives, and there's many reasons behind the cancellations. It could be personal reasons, it could be professional reasons. People become unavailable. Some people might need to take up, you know, another opportunity in their life or their career, which means the Fringe show is no longer a priority for them.
While full refunds are offered, not all patrons have been happy with the late changes to the program.
Some people can be quite unhappy about the inconvenience, and sometimes the process of communicating and making sure people know a show is cancelled can be a little bit laborious. Sometimes people won't get an email saying a show is cancelled and they'll turn up to the venue. We've just experienced really phenomenal growth. So if that's going to continue, we're going to look at having a longer festival.
The demand during the 11-day festival has grown this year. Local comedy acts like Justin Rusty White have performed to full houses.
I mean, it is a tightrope act. If you have a great night, it's the best feeling in the world. If you don't kill it, you blame yourself because there's nothing else.
They say stand-up comedy is often a hard sell and note the importance of self-promotion. There are 70 shows in the festival in 2017, the most shows the Fringe has had in a decade. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
Still some great acts to see. A Tukamariro high school pupil performed a record-setting, jaw-dropping javelin throw at the Otago Athletic Championships on Saturday. 14-year-old Ethan Walker of Milton outclassed his competitors completely by almost 15 metres with a winning throw of 48.72 metres. Goodness me. The throw was an Otago under-15 javelin record, of course. Ethan will travel to Sydney to compete in the Australian Championships in a few weeks, and we wish you good luck, Ethan. All right, a meeting between the NZTA personnel and Quail Rise Tucker Beach Road residents was well worthwhile, according to some Quail Rose residents. Residents have been concerned for many months about the safety of the intersection of Tucker Beach Road and State Highway 6. Mina Amso went to the now familiar intersection.
Tucker Beach resident Kerry Dunlop, along 3 other residents, wrote an open letter last week to residents of Quail Rise and Tucker Beach Road saying something will be done in the near future to make their lives safer. The letter follows a meeting between residents and NZTA Southern Business Unit Manager Ian Duncan. In the meeting, NZTA heard the residents' concerns and listened to their ideas on how to make the intersection safer. NZTA says they will refine the options for the intersection before talking to the community about what it proposes and the likely timeframes, design, funding and construction. Queenstown Mayor Jim Bolt says while planning was still in the early stages, he's pleased work was moving ahead towards a long-term solution. NZTA will discuss options with the Queenstown Lakes District Council and will hold another meeting with Quail Rise residents in a month. Mina Amso, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, Environment Southland advises of potentially fatal toxic algae conditions in 2 southern streams, and a violent assault offender fails in his appeal to have his sentence reduced.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product, and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Here is this week's Mole Map UV report. Did you know, in recent years, the number of New Zealanders dying from melanoma has been as high as the road toll?
If you've ever been on a sunbed, or been badly sunburnt? What are the chances you could have melanoma? Remove the doubt. Get a mole map.
University of Otago. Usually the atmosphere is charged with the energy of student life. But this week is the week before exams.
Hey, Tane. Not now, man. I'm panicking. Come on, mate. I know just what you need. In here? No. Is this it? No. This is the place to ease your stress.
Hey, Tane. Fancy a little cuddle?
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost felt as old as my mate Ian.
Sportsval, supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sportsval and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
Garage Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garage quality service. Garage Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
They say the grass is always greener, but not if you have Ready Lawn. Call Ready Lawn today and make them green with envy.
Arrow International knows what the essential ingredient is for accomplishing great projects, working with great people. 30 years on and 3,000 projects later, with 10 offices and 400 staff nationwide, a company who values partnerships with their clients and carries a strong reputation for passion, integrity, and the love of a challenge, excelling in the construction industry and helping to create, with our partners, more iconic New Zealand buildings.
Saturday night is now 3 hours of Hollywood movies. Tune in for the hijinks of Laurel and Hardy or the smooth moves of Fred Astaire.
Sprindale. They've become very good friends.
Saturday nights, 7 till 10. Thank you for staying with the South today. Milton Police have been busy recently dealing with a handful of unrelated incidents in the town. Balclutha Police say in 2 of the incidents a car was reported stolen and nearly $6,000 worth of tobacco was stolen from the NPD service station. Senior Constable Robin Hutton of Balclutha says the Union Street service station was burgled around 2:30 Saturday morning. Senior Constable Hutton says a Dunedin resident was driving through Milton on his way home when he stopped at the northern end of Union Street for a bit of a break and a stretch, but while he was out of his vehicle, cheeky woman got into the car and drove off. Police later found her in South Dunedin with the vehicle. She's due to appear in court on vehicle-related charges. All right, quite a serious story here. Large amounts of toxic algae has been found at 2 Southland swimming sites. Environment Southland says people and animals should avoid 2 waterways in the Te Anau area. The Hamilton Burn around Affleck Road and the Upakuriro River near the Te Anau to Milford Road. Contact with the blue-green algae can make adults sick and potentially kill children and animals. This is serious. Environment Southland are monitoring the sites and will update its website once the waterways are safe. Watch this space. After the break on the South today, winter is coming, so it's best that we knit Robbie Burns a warm and comfy 40-metre long scarf and a wee peek at what's in tomorrow's ODT and the weather forecast till Friday.
Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
For over 35 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing outdoor power equipment and are well established in home heating, installing wood fires. Call in and meet the friendly team. Roslyn Mowers and Heating, 150 Kaikorai Valley Road.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
We're a 25 Moray place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Tech Limited have been supplying beekeeping equipment and honey products in New Zealand for over 100 years. A specialist manufacturer of hiveware and plastic products for the beekeeping industry. They are the leading supplier of beekeeping equipment nationwide. For all your beekeeping needs, visit ecrotech.co.nz or call 0800 11 7766.
The University of Otago, an institute of world-class education and the social epicentre of the city, with outfits needed for more formal functions like the ball and for less formal functions like
The zoo? Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, Dad, you'll definitely see me. I'm the one in the yellow and blue face paint and the onesie in the zoo.
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost felt as old as my mate Ian.
Sports valves supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sports Valve and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
Get finance and get on the road. Talk to MTF today.
Travelling this weekend? Think slow.
Gillian's and Silberhorn bring you Rub of the Green, lawn bowls from around the south. Saturday night at 7, replaying on Sunday at 1 p.m. and Tuesday at 3:30.
Thank you for staying with the South today. A Wanaka chef who was jailed for over a decade after he stomped on a man's head more than 20 times has failed to have his sentence cut. Ahu Stanley Taylor took a case to the Court of Appeal disputing the 10-year sentence and his conviction for attempted murder. Taylor was convicted of attempted murder after a High Court trial more than a year ago. Taylor and Leon Rowles launched an unprovoked attack on Kahu Vincent in the Wanaka Night and Day in May of 2015. The Court of Appeal's decision states both Taylor and Rowles attacked Mr Vincent as he lay motionless on the floor, including 23 single-foot stomps by Taylor alone. Taylor's minimum non-parole period of 5 years remains unchanged. Dunedin's Octagon is ablaze with colour thanks to a project from Dunedin's Fringe Festival. A site-specific installation called The Heaven Inside by artist Wesley Forey comprises of knit, textile and found objects, and is currently on display in the Octagon for the public to enjoy. Even dear old Robbie Burns gets wrapped up for the cold Dunedin winter, jumping at the chance to become part of the installation art. The centrepiece is a 40-metre long hand-knitted blanket. Goodness. The blanket documents the artist's mood over the 8-month period of creating the work and uses colour to chart states of being throughout the process of creation. Another piece in the installation, a hand-embroidered tapestry, is a reproduction of a page taken from the artist's childhood textbook. How pretty. And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. New Zealand's bee population is growing, according to a recent nationwide Ministry for Primary Industries survey, and the Southland Bee Society is no exception. They're very pleased. Dunedin Fringe Festival is considering expanding the event to 11 days to accommodate what they call growing demand, despite a couple of late cancellations. And a meeting between NZTA personnel and Quail Rise Tucker Beach Road residents was well worthwhile, according to some of those residents. Let's turn our attention now to tomorrow's ODT. Barry Stewart,
Hello,
how are you,
Craig.
sir?
Good to see you.
And you.
Two Oamaru brothers have been convicted for verbally and physically attacking a Japanese man in a restaurant. Another court case today, a Dunedin transgender person has been jailed for 6 years for sexually assaulting a young man in Dunedin.
Oh dear.
And if your parking's always a problem, of course, and it's a problem up in Queenstown as well. And Wakatipu High School students are being fined $200 if they park in staff car parks. Teachers' rule.
That is stiffer than 600 lines. I will not park here,
exactly,
isn't it?
Exactly. So there you go. There's a warning there. Don't park in the principal's car park.
It's not rocket science.
The Bulldogs and the Warriors arrive in town this evening, so we'll have something on that ahead of the big game on Friday night. ASB regional report sees Otago slip in rankings to mid-pack, but that's only because we're doing so well.
Oh, that's lovely double speak. I like how
So
they
read the
phrased it.
story and find out what that's all about.
Good bit of spin.
Construction of retail shops in Wanaka's Three Peaks development is predicted to start early next year.
Can't stop progress.
Exactly.
Thank you very much
Thank
indeed,
you.
Editor. All right, folks, prepare thee. It's good weather ahead.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Sports Valve.
View. That's the Otapuni Gardens in Invercargill. Very, very pretty place. And one of the most photographed buildings in Australasia. That's the Dunedin Railway Station. To the situation now, a very stable high meanders across the south, bringing decent bouts of decent weather. No rain is expected, some cloud to the coastal areas though, but calm conditions, although a bit of a cool turn on Friday. Boilerplate for the south, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden, light nor'easters, fine conditions, all in the high teens. To the central outlook, Alexandra, Queenstown and Te Anau, moderate northerlies, fine conditions, 17 to 20. Wanaka, light winds for you, fine and 21. Pretty in Alexandra. Compass points to the north, Oamaru, light winds, fine and 18, the same for Omarama. Timaru, light nor'easters, fine and 19, and light winds, the pick of the bunch there is Twizel, good place to be. In Dunedin tonight, crisp, fine, clear, cold and 5. Thursday, long, sunny periods, high cloud, light northerlies, benign conditions. Your numbers are 9 and 18, and Friday, Sunday, sunny to begin with, cloudy, mild nor'westerlies ahead of late rain and a sou'wester change, 9 and 19. Invercargill tonight, crisp, clear, fine and 5. Thursday, nor'westers, fine, sunny. High cloud, late rain in the day, 9 and 17. And for Friday, showers leaving during the day, but that cold sou'wester arrives, changes everything, high of 8 and 15, but by the end of the day, looking for slightly cooler temperatures. And that is the South Today. It has been my pleasure. I'm Craig Story. Thank you. Good evening.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.